Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to cilinixfxcapital. Hope you're all doing great, and welcome to this new video on Bitcoin. We're doing an update again, of course, your daily update. I'll tell you everything you need to know. We'll do a full overview of Bitcoin, but therefore also a little bit on the entire markets. We'll do that. I'll give you my thoughts on what I expect from here on out. I mean, to be honest, Bitcoin's price action has been a little bit confusing. I mean, purely technically, it actually does make sense, because purely technically, Bitcoin is just quite bullish. Found support right here at the 50 EMA, also then broke above the 28 EMA and respected that. But then if you kind of blend in the technical image, and I'll zoom in a little bit so you can see it better. If you blend in the technical image with what we're seeing on the fundamental side of things, is a very strong dollar strength index. Sure, it dropped down a little bit yesterday, but it's still in a very strong uptrend. And the interest rate environment is still very bearish for risk on assets like Bitcoin, one would assume. So fundamentally, you would actually say that Bitcoin is bearish, but technically it is very bullish. So we'll kind of talk about what the implications of that are in the short and the long term. That's what we'll do. We have some news today, which we'll talk about, which will have its effects. But yeah, enough to talk about. Before we dive into that, though, I do want to briefly tell you that I am partnered with BingX, which is an amazing exchange you can use I use it mainly for perpetual futures. It's one of the best exchanges to actually trade. And I think a lot of you actually do agree with me on that as well. Right now, if you sign up, they have amazing new user rewards. If you actually start using it and trading it, you can get like hundreds of dollars in bonuses for free. So check it out. Link will be down in the description. And like I said, it's just a good exchange to use as well. So now onto Bitcoin. So the thing for like I said, I mean, the thing is that fundamentally, I would say Bitcoin is bearish, but I've also been saying that for months now, and well, sometimes I've been right, like right here, but sometimes I've also been wrong. I mean, you could argue that ever since at least like the 25th of September, I've been quite wrong. I mean, Bitcoin has been very bullish. I must say, I mean, the price action is confusing for multiple reasons, and that is that usually if Bitcoin goes up, like in the last couple of weeks, usually the kind of what happens is that you'll see a huge buy order. Like, for example, this candle right here was just about $500 million being bought instantly on the markets, which made the price go up like this. All right, so it's a bit weird where that's coming from. But the thing is that if the volume is coming from transactions and from sources like that just can pump in millions of dollars at one point of time, then there's no reason why Bitcoin could not continue going up, even though the fundamental situation is bearish. So I think the thing we're waiting for is some sort of bearish confirmation or bullish confirmation. Because right now, like on the very small time frame, like if we're talking about this week, there's actually like Bitcoin dropped down and took a break retest off of the 0.5 fib. So it's a bit neutral even on the technical, even though it's bullish if you zoom out. So I think, and it's going to be heavily influenced by the initial jobless claims and the continuing jobless claims today. They will make the market move. If they're higher than expected, then that's bullish for Bitcoin. And if they're lower than expected, which has been the case for the last couple of weeks, then that's bullish for the dollar strength index and therefore bearish for Bitcoin. So that's what we'll have to await. Purely technically, in my eyes, that would mean that Bitcoin would either today break above 28,000, which would be bullish, very bullish. That's basically a confirmation that it will continue going up and up to at least 28,700. So we'll either see something like that, or in case the results of the news are bad, or just in general, if Bitcoin does it, if Bitcoin drops down below this support level right here at 27,250, we're probably going to see some more bearish momentum down to 26,900 and 26,800, which is quite bearish on the short term. But that level is still a very strong support level, and it does not necessarily mean that the market structure for Bitcoin then all of a sudden is bearish. All right, so we'll kind of have to await that just to visualize that a little bit more. I'd say that we're going to get a breakout out of one of these two levels today, probably after the news. I don't expect like the volume right now and just the volatility for Bitcoin is not that high right now. So I expect that somewhere later today, but I do expect that today. And based on that confirmation, based on that breakout, we actually know which direction on the short term is more likely to be followed. So I'll keep you updated on that as well, of course. But for now, this is my take on Bitcoin. So thank you for watching. Take care and bye.